Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun on 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and all, they know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different pay now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. And for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Wake up taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not puzzle making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. For real, for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. For real, I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. For real. Chick, for real. Wake up taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this,
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy Friday to everyone. Let me see how all systems go. Yeah, we look good. And yeah, let's get it. Morning. So, let's have a look here. Yes, sir. Let's have a look here at news today. So we have Tokyo CPI. What did numbers? Obviously nothing too drastic. We didn't see massive reaction. Yeah, same 2.2, so it's remaining above the 2%, which is what they want, but they want to see it accelerate a little bit more towards 2.5 to really bring that yen strength into the market. Obviously, we've had crazy yen strength over the week, which was maybe pricing in some higher CPI, I would feel, with all of this yen strength. But it seems like it's come back not really doing too much here. So really nothing to really look at in terms of CPI here for the JPY. In terms of USD news, a little bit of PCE index a little bit later. That's about it today, you know, pretty clean otherwise for London session here, which is good. Looking at the charts here, let's do the analysis. So yesterday we had a really huge push up here, to be honest, ahead of basically we see CPI, not CPI, but yesterday's unemployment be able to push this price and a bit of seller exhaustion on GJ here. Nice little liquidity grab to continue. Now what's really strange is we've done liquidity grabs tons of times, like here, failed to continue. We did it here, failed to continue. We did it here, failed to continue. We did it here, failed to continue. So very interesting to see that this is the one that ended up going, but it's really hard to predict which one is the one. But amazing continuation, like 200 pip push up here, fell into some form of consolidation, and now we're just we're here, you know, the next day. So this is really you know, this is interesting to see. We do finally have a decent support on the 4-hour time frame created, not just these one pause candles here. Ever since 200s, this is the first decent support created on the 4-hour. So we can go ahead and mark that 4-hour support here. Let's go ahead, text 4S, there we go. Now looking at the chart, lower time frame, previous daily closing bearish still. But look where previous daily is closing, right? It's closing above the previous daily support, right? So we're still respecting that daily support there, which is very interesting, right? Because this could end up flipping, respecting the support, and we can play some of those heavy pullbacks. This is very interesting to see us respecting that zone and can lead into a bounce. You know the JPY loves to do these heavy bounces. And remember what we were speaking about yesterday about this weekly candle close. If the weekly candle respects structure and we don't break back into this range, you know, this can lead into that bounce, right? We can see that bounce play out, and we can see price start to go towards the upside and play out a bounce before finding a lower high and creating structure, all of that stuff. So this could start to get interesting here. We need a daily support first. That is going to be important to see a daily support. Just give me one sec. All right. Other thing here is that 4-hour time frame has created this type of structure here where we're seeing, yes, we are rejecting these highs here, but we're leaving a lot of rejection wicks. So it's kind of showing, hey, I'm not too sure to go down just yet, but I am closing bearish. It's leading us to have a bearish session. But to be honest, with this reaction here, we'd have to look at what ranges we have and how to play within those ranges. So if we bring back drawings here, go down to the 1-hour time frame, we can see 1 hour is basically consolidating. We have a level here, 197,500. 30-minute as well, it's a little bit lower. For the 30-minute, 15 will be the same. So obviously the cleaner cells are going to be below the range here. So 15 is here. Cleaner cells are going to be below here. If a 1-hour candle closes below 197,500, can lead into selling into this range. This range is about 19 pips here. So many rejection wicks, which I don't like. A lot of area for price to reject and potentially go up. Now for the buys here, if we were to buy price, you can see it's pretty messy here. It's pretty messy until we sort of breach this zone here, 198. So I would say 198 can look for buys. Use this as a watch zone. If we can get above here perfectly, use that as a watch zone to continue price bullish. Now on 4-hour time frame, that 198 would start to clear this little resistance here. If you were to mark this 4-hour resistance like this, you can see it's just bang on in the middle of the range. Not really an area you'd want to be trading anyways. So 30-minute close above 198 can give the buys. Inside of here might be very, very choppy. There's a possibility of looking for price to come back up, retest this zone, fail, and then we get back below daily support. That should also create what? Should create clean candles for us to trade back with a bearish session here, but I'm being very careful that we close at daily support. So I kind of want to be selling always below daily support, because the minute we get back above daily support, we're flipping that daily candle. And when we're flipping that daily candle, it's more than likely we see that momentum come in, for upside or at least sideways action. So that's what I'd be looking for on GJ here, is waiting for something like that. I think that would be the safest option here and give us the highest probabilities here. From current price, what I don't like is to get down to the bottom of the range already, a 37 pip move, but ranges have been a lot bigger on GJ these days. So moving on to gold as well. Gold looks interesting here. I need to mark up the charts, and let's start off on the daily time frame here. So previous daily continuation down, we got a little bit of wick down, but respecting the daily support similar to GJ. Now we're respecting that daily support. We could end up making another lower high, but this was one of my major targets, 2350. We can start to play bounces out from here and start to see that bounce come into play here. Now what's interesting is that we've kind of broken this uptrend structure here. If you were to draw a line, something like this, to visualize it, there was this type of structure. Now that candle obviously broke. It was a very aggressive uptrend. We retested it perfectly, and then we started coming down. So essentially here, we can be looking at this pullback to maybe test into somewhere around here and potentially roll over again. So 4-hour time frame can end up, coming back up as high as 392s here, even 400 before maybe rolling over one more time. In terms of selling at the lows here, you're at this major support zone here. So this is a very, very, very strong support. Back down at this daily and 4-hour support zone here. I'd say basically this whole zone here is a little bit dangerous to trade in, as this is where we've got multiple rejections. Once we start to clear this zone, that's where it starts to clean up again, and we can look. But this is definitely a liquidity zone. Price always dips into this zone, creating liquidity with big reaction after grabbing liquidity from that zone, right? See, look at the reactions we have after grabbing liquidity. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that play out. Now again, if you're a pattern trader, you would see this as what? You'd see this as head and shoulders pattern. And where's our structure? It's here. So pushing back up again, everything lines up. That would be also retest 23.95, 23.93, retesting in that zone, 92, 94, 93, 92s, in that type of zone is where we can roll over. It's also that daily structure there as well. So keeping that in mind, that hey, once we get up there, we need to be cautionary at best here. So mixed session on gold. Previous daily is still closing bearish. 4-hour time frame is closing bullish, leaving a rejection wick here. So we're seeing we're leaving a rejection wick, which is not giving you the most confident sign for upside. We would normally like to see a strong bullish close and then leaving that high. What I mean by leaving that high is breaking the high, right? What we'd like to see is breaking that high to get the continuation. So we don't have that just yet. 1-hour time frame, bring back drawings here. This 4-hour support, I don't know where I drew this. Is from yesterday. Yeah, we didn't close back inside that range there. Is it important on lower time frames? Oh, it actually was our 15-minute support down here that we tried to break out but ended up faking out. So yeah, it was very important back then. Look at this, 1, 2, 3 taps. So yeah, very interesting to see that. But now we can leave it on the chart. We can mark this as a 15-minute here, something like this. Obviously sells below this 15-minute would be juicy, but again, we pushed up prior, so it will be a little bit tough. This 15-minute from yesterday is no longer relevant. We can move this back down to here. I feel this is where buys above would make sense here. So buys above here would make sense, because this would also lead into breaking the 4-hour high, right? This would also lead into breaking the 4-hour high, and we should have a decent range here. This is where we got the fake out yesterday. So we faked out of this range yesterday, 43 pip range. Maybe move it a little bit higher to where our actual range was yesterday. See how that looks on 5. Yeah, we can see some resistances formed. I feel a 30-minute close above there would supersede that. So we'll just keep an eye on that once we get back up to that zone. If not, selling below this does make sense. Even contemplating if we were to just close back below the 4-hour support, we could get sells back and continue past this, right? If we were to close back. But if we were fully bearish bias, then yeah, we could just take sells from here back down. But right now, I'd like to see actually a change of structure for sells, just to prove to me that I don't take a setup to sell, and it does that. That would be really annoying. And then, you have to jump back into buys, and buys also have a probability of rolling over, and you can end up messing yourself up. So either I want to see this, I want to see it try, fail, then I take my sells back down to here. If not, I sell below here. If not, then it's just going to create higher low. I could potentially even look based on what time that happens to trade inside of this range back up to these highs, or I can look for just a simple continuation. So quite a few plans here once we have the ranges formed. And some sort of structure to play above and play below, right? Because looking at 1 hour, we're sitting at 1 hour resistance right now. So yeah, we can mark that as well. So yeah, that's a 1 hour resistance. That's why we're struggling a little bit here. I'll be interesting to see if we actually did reject it right now on a 15. Yeah, so we're trying to get above it. Where did 5 reject? Yeah, we didn't really reject right at it, but yeah, that could be an interesting zone for later, right? Because if we start rejecting from here and getting back above, that could lead into buys, because I don't think this is a shitty range here. Yeah, it's like 23 pips here, so it's not that bad, especially if you get continuation. So yeah, that's something I'll be looking at. We'll have a look at GU today as well. So GU, we can delete my box now. Start off on the daily time frame here for GU. Previous daily strong bearish close below daily support here. Do I have that daily support marked? Yeah. So we close below daily support. 4 hour time frame is creating supports as well. We haven't tapped the 4 hour support just yet. That would be your target there. This 4 hour support down here in terms of max target. Obviously, target for the session is going to be what? Going to be the current 4 hour support. So since we close below daily support, I don't think this is too relevant anymore. This you can just change to a little classic 30-minute support right here. So that's 30. So mixed session here, mixed session on price. 4 hour leading into a bounce, haven't broke 4 hour highs, kind of looking a bit like GJ. Come up to these highs, retest the highs here. I'd say sells below here makes sense, right? To continue down to retest daily support and potentially lower. So I'd say, yeah, sells below here would make sense. How much of a range do you have? You have around, 4 or 5 pip range, and then a 9 pip range to the 4 hour support, which we should be marking. It's already that yellow line. Okay, fine. Yellow line is 4 hour support. So yeah, that's why I said sells would make sense, because you need this structure to break here and close back in the range, just so it doesn't be a fake out. But we're holding very bullish structure, high low, high low, high low, and look at this. This is the exact scenario that might happen here, which is why you want it back inside the previous range. Because look at this, back here we were looking at bullish structure, so you were like, okay, fine, bullish structure, high low, high low, high low, boom, break of structure. You're like, good, this is broken structure, we should be able to tap this and potentially continue down, continue the 4 hour down, boom, leads into a fake out, closes exactly back in the range, and then you get this FU candle towards the upside, right? So that's why we want to make sure that, hey, we're breaking back in the range. Now in this case scenario, sells would be below that low, not below this low, because this wouldn't be really good. Could even argue here that it didn't really break the lows, which is also fair, but just to give you an example of what's possible to happen if you don't wait for something closing back inside the range. Looking at 1 hour as well, you'd start to break 1 hour structure, and especially if this 1 hour closes below the support, give you good confidence in that. So yeah, that's my plans here on the chart, and yeah, now it's just a matter of waiting, and we'll see what ends up happening. If you guys enjoyed the analysis, seems like Claudio enjoyed it. He can't even spell analysis, that's how much he enjoyed it. Yeah, be sure to leave a like. You know the drill here, hate to say it, part of the game. Let's get the likes up to 150. You know the drill, and we'll put the scam likes for the rest of people joining into the chat. But yeah, let's see what happens. So yeah, I appreciate everyone showing up for the analysis. I think it's an important part of the day is to run through the analysis, right? So well done for everyone showing up early, as this is the most important part of the day, because we don't know what time setups will come, but if setups follow the plan, you're already prepared, right? You're prepared no matter what time they come. New York session, London session, Why so less viewers today? It's just been going down in general. Summer months, I think that I'm not sure. I've actually noticed it in the industry. You know, most it seems like it's just been taking a tick down. You know, most people are on holiday. Most people are. Also, you have to realize this is a time of year where people also kind of start to drop out. You know, they're like, oh, it didn't work for 3 months, I give up. A lot of people give up at this time of the year as they just want to go on holiday and live that comfortable life, right? Live the life where they can be in a comfort zone. And some people try to restart it the year after. Some people don't, and it's just how life works, you know. I mean, if you go ahead and check any other stream, it would be the same. Isn't it maybe also counting algo of YouTube change? Remember, we had a big drop from one day to another. It might be an error that all streamers, because I'm noticing all streamers viewers are a little bit less than what they normally get. Around 30% drop, you're seeing 30 to 40% drop. So I'd have to base it off likes though, right? So based on how many likes I've been getting would be the same. You know, so normally we can get up to like, can you see what is your return rate? Returning viewers, yes, I can see. I can see returning viewers, yes. It's dropping because everyone's chilling on beaches. Yeah, that happens, you know. That's probably why, you know. It's just how it works. If you know, these are the people here who's dedicated, you know. Forget about the YouTube chat. Let's see your trading stats, brother. The Adian, relax, brother. Relax, brother. That is all for you. Just type exclamation journal in the chat, and you can have it for yourself and see the trading stats. This is how it will look once you type that. Every single trade has a link of the trade, of course, and what time it was taken on stream, so you can watch back me enter, exit, TP, everything, right? So it shows everything from beginning to the end. So yeah, exclamation journal in the chat to get that, bro. But yeah, classic summer months, guys. You know, classic summer months. Which is actually a shame because look at the movement we've been having. Yeah, we need to see, like, I'm noticing most streamers, you know, having the same. So it just must mean like an overall dropout. I passed my 6K prop firm yesterday. Well done. Very good. Do you take swing trades or just scalps? I take mostly scalps. Swing trades, I can take my intraday session into a swing trade, yes. Harry, in the Discord exclusive, we learned the strategy. Of course, man, you get access to over 100 hours worth of content, you know? Hey, Harry, do you ever look at the GJ in the Asian session? As you mentioned, you might do yesterday, notice its difference in behavior. That I know before I go to sleep based on how candles are closing. When I went to sleep and I see candles closing like this, small, I actually woke up at 3 a.m., almost 3 a.m. because that's what time I woke up, 3 a.m. and there was nothing happening. So I went back to sleep. But no, it's only since we've been seeing a trend of Asian be a little bit clean. I wanted to see if I could capitalize on it, you know, in case it wants to do it yet again another day. So it's worth getting in. I would say it's definitely worth getting in. Others feel the same too. You can read some of the guys how their reviews. I don't ask them to do this, but they do leave reviews here to see what it is kind of them, right? It is kind of them to leave reviews. You can read some how people have found it, right? This is just some reviews here in. I should probably ask people to do more, maybe just to make it look like we're a bit more active. There's also reviews on the actual WAP page, so you can read about it. But yeah, definitely you get great value here. Yeah, that was literally how I looked, Claudio. 245. That's exactly what I was looking like. Hi, I'm from India and I want to trade from Dubai. Basically get a visa and a bank account and trade from a broker of Dubai. Later transfer earning to India without legal troubles. Anyone you know? There's no such thing as a license for trading in Dubai. Bank account, you can bring trading income into your personal bank account. It's no issue. They're just gonna ask questions. Where do you give it? Just give your broker statement. Then the next step is to get a visa. So you need a job for a visa or to open a business for a visa. To transfer money back to India, I'm sure you're going to be hit by tax back there. Based on who I've spoken from India, it seems to be the case. Harry, please be honest. What do you think your biggest weakness is in trading? Is it psychology? I think for every single person, it will be psychology. I think that is everyone's weakness. If there was no psychological barrier, you could be doing crazy numbers, right? I think that's the only thing that takes time to master. Everything else can be learned pretty quick, and it's just a matter of experience. But psychology is the biggest role, and I think everyone who's been trading more than 6 months on one strategy will tell you that, you know? What would you advise do you have for someone? What advice do you have for someone still looking to discover their edge? Look, your edge in trading is very, very simple. Many people overcomplicate it. Follow my strategy, follow that strategy, follow what I do, but it's actually wrong. You want to stick to one strategy that makes sense. And other people have done work for you. Someone like me who comes on stream every day, show you my strategy live. I've done that work already. You don't have to. You can just take information for me. Most of that information is also on YouTube that costs you nothing, and you already have an edge. That is a proven edge. It's been proven live for over, with statistics here. It's not some strategy that I said, this strategy made me $1,000 account to $20,000 account in 5 days. You must follow. Like, come on, what type of data is that? Great, it works for 5 days. Show me over 5 months. Show me over 1 year, right? That's what matters. That's what matters. Does anyone remember why I drew this line? Because I don't. Joe was asking, when are we doing the analysis? Rewind the stream. Just joking. Have you ever considered fail engulfing when doing analysis? Not always, no. Hi, I'm new here. Can you quickly explain your strategy? I trade using price action, but there's no such thing as quickly explain. I wish that could be the case. What do you think about Elliott wave theory? Never used it myself, but in my opinion, it's just another way to see what's this called? Structure. Guys, I found out something on prop firms. This would be invalid and payout denied on many. Can anyone spot why? Inconsistency. I'm guessing. Right? You're taking small wins and consistent wins, but then one massive hit on one day, right? Wouldn't that cause inconsistency? Inconsistency rule. Same thing for a win. If there was a win, they would do the same, right? Hi, do you have a video about your strategy so I can learn? Yeah, man, of course, of course. You know, this is the whole reason I created this channel, guys. This channel is a gem. You have everything here. I have a whole video about my course. You know, most people charge for a course. Well, here's the free one. It's free, and it will take you. If I was to make a course, that's really all I need to do. Everything else demands more in-depth content, more step-by-step, more, you know, interaction from me. Yo, Harry, I'm new to your channel. I noticed how you rip through your analysis really quick. I'm impressed. How many years have you been trading for? Over 4 years. And yeah, I've been doing the same thing and analyzing the same way for over 4 years, man. So it's kind of second nature. What's your take on expert advisors? I've been working on one for a week now. Should it be? I should be done with it in another 2 weeks. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'll tell you one thing, man. That was the perfect answer. Just smile. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, man. And this is some solid advice. In our group, we actually have some really well vetted people on EAs whose careers were built on coding and building EAs. And I'll tell you one thing, they manually trade as well for a reason. Not to say that EAs are not profitable. I have seen many profitable EAs be made. Most of those EAs demand a lot of research, demand a big process to code. And if you really want an EA to replace manual trading, for me it will take 5 to 10 years to basically layer code on top of code and try to train the algorithm. In terms of an EA to make profits here and there, possible. EA to make 2% profit a month, also possible. Those I've seen are not bad. The EAs that push really hard blow up at some time, right? They blow up at some time. So most of the time, man, and especially if you're buying an EA, it's not going to work. It will give temporary results and then it will probably fail at some point, right? It will probably fail at some point, especially the EAs that are promoting crazy results. You know, the ones that are doing, you know, crazy results will probably end up failing. So if you have a passion for coding in EA, stick with the passion, but I'd recommend to also learn how to trade because you'll need it to code that EA, right? And don't confuse yourself trying to make an EA work. I can get multiple individuals that I know in our exclusive group who have spent most of their time trying to crack the code of an EA, you know, and found out that, hey, there's actually a balance in life and I should be learning to trade. And at the side as well, I can do my EA, but not one or the other, you know? 5 to 10 years in time, which you got to learn how to trade manually. So by then, you're better off trading manually. My biggest losses came when I was doing EAs and not focusing on manual. Yeah, like I've said, I think I've seen profitable EAs. It's just a matter of balancing between both, not just sticking to only one. I think that's the best combination. Work on an EA, but at the same time, you have to. Brokers pay us on PayPal if you would like, yeah. Is it okay when you're about to take a trade to fix your psychology? For me, the best thing to do is place a trade and leave the charts. Perfect thing to do, man, as long as you have stop loss in place, right? Make sure you have a stop loss TP in place, not just leave the charts and hope that, you know, you come back to in profits. Very important. 125 votes, 129 likes. Ooh, are the likes beating the votes? No, we have 140 votes, 140 likes. I like that, man. I like that. Not bad. Catching up. I'm coding my own EA though, and I understand the strategy well. I just don't want to spend time staring at my laptop, so I rather code. But if it fails, I'll focus on more on manual. It will fail. In order for your EA to succeed, it has to fail, right? In order for your EA to succeed, it has to fail. You know, there's no other way. That's how coding works, right? Coding works on finding, you know, what's not working and fixing it. It's a process of elimination and adding on top of that, right? There's so many different paths, right? Think of it like a path. You need to be able to tell, you know, remember when you're coding an if-then statements, it's tough because you don't have a reactive thing, you know, unless you include AI, of course, but there's no reactive saying, if this scenario happens, do this, unless you've coded that, right? And you don't have to spend time at the charts. You being at the stream here, literally, if you want to make money at the charts, you can just spend 2 hours a day. That's all you need. An hour a day, you can make a side income for sure. And if you understand the strategy well, are you making money manually? That's my question. If you're not making money manually, then you're not going to make it automatically, right? Because I'm guessing your bot is going to be coded on some sort of martingale strategy here, right? Or moving average or MACD. It looks great in backtesting, but run it in live market 6 months, it blows up. And this is not from me, this information. This is from people who I work with who've been coding bots for over 10 years. You can share the posts I've written in the group. All right, yeah, we'll probably send a screenshot in the public group. I think, yeah, that sums it up, right? I think that sums it up. The difference with you is you understand what you're doing, you know? No, it's not a break of structure. No, I didn't say break of structure, man. I didn't say that. I said it's a martingale. I know the strategy, but I don't have time to backtest it, so I figured an EA would help. Ouch. My brain felt fried today after 90 minutes of backtesting. Felt like I was overdoing it. Yeah, 90 minutes. I've run longer, man, to be honest. I've ran longer. But that's based on your limit, you know? You have to set limits. Was part of the exclusive for 8 months and started trading on my own during NY. Oh, I know who you are, man. 6-figure funded today. My man Harry is legit. Amazing, man. Happy to hear that. And yeah, thank you for being part of the group. Was good to have you, and I'm glad it benefits you. 6-figure funded. Good achievement, man. Good achievement. You know, so amazing, amazing. Should come visit us sometimes. Can you answer my question? No. I cannot. I answer your question every day. Give me one day break. Friday, no questions. Let's see what our pairs are doing here. So gold, wow, look at the rejection on gold. So we might be able to get back down below these lows on gold here. See what GU is doing. GU is starting to play out this rejection here as well. I don't like that this 30-minute, 1 hour no top wick. We just need to double check that on brokers just to see if that's the case. Yeah, it's the case on my broker, unfortunately, here. I think it's the same for everyone else, I'm assuming. Hi, what is the EYES indicator? It's a very expensive indicator. You know, you have to be, I don't know if you can buy it. Yeah, you can buy anything in this world. I have pip labs and I backtest every day 1 hour to improve and look if I can make better pip labs. Pretty good. There's some bugs, but it's fine. Make my trading better. Well, please let me know if you find anything, right? You know, let me know. By the way, guys, we're gonna make an announcement. We have some massive updates coming for pip labs. It's a pretty big update actually on its way. This should be starting to be rolled out by August, and yeah, it's basically gonna be almost like a V4. You know, we found a new the biggest. Okay, the problem is when we update something, we update it. It doesn't seem cool to you guys, but for us, it's really big breakthroughs. One of the biggest breakthrough is we're able to no need to manually upload data, right? We don't need to manually upload data. It will, every time we will get sent new data from the broker, so the charts will remain updated to the latest data, which will be very, very nice feature instead of having to spend hours. After streaming, you trade or enjoy your day? I do both. Right? I do both. So I'm still trading, but obviously I'm not trading in session. I spend a lot of time with the guys in the exclusive group. I'm answering questions there, sending plans for NY. But yes, I also get to the gym and stuff like that. I loved your Instagram video about explaining about the top wick candles. Can you please share it in the group? Yeah, for sure. My Instagram, I think most people follow me. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, you can to check out those clips. Tell me what topic clip would you like to see? We could maybe film it on stream today. I'll put that clip on Instagram. Right? You guys really like this liquidity video here. 45k likes. Really grateful for that. Pretty insane. This 1000 likes here. Yeah, these videos you like. So tell me what topic you want to hear about on stream and we could maybe film it today. But yeah, I appreciate the support on the gram here. It's been great. Everyone who's left a like and all of this stuff, you know, support it and watched it. I do appreciate it, guys. But if you want to drop me a follow there, you can. I am pretty active on there, posting good clips and stuff. Bro, the liquidity reel got 1 million views. Congrats. Thanks, man. Yeah, mashallah, it's really great. It's really, it was cool. Just randomly, that was so random, right? To pick up a rubber band and do it. What you do for entertainment? To be honest, in my downtime, I actually like to kind of relax. I would say entertainment for me is gym. To be honest, I like to go to the gym, and yeah, I mean that's about. Sends me TikToks? No, not always. Film about intuition and humanness needed in trading. That's why EAs won't work. It's not that they won't work, but that's an edge that it's a long topic. It's a long topic. All right, so we have closed below this zone we were looking at, right? Remember for sells? Actually, we didn't. That was just wrong broker. Okay, good. So hopefully we can make a top wick here and then close below. Otherwise, it'd be another fake out like this, right? No movies or Netflix? Nah, no time for that, man. No time. No time. I don't disagree. Like, if you want to relax and watch a movie, but to be honest, I haven't been able to switch off like that and just sit down and watch a movie. Unless I'm really interested in something, you know? The problem is when I want to watch a series, you know, you want to watch episode 1, then episode 2, and then that's it, you're done. You spend too much time watching, you know? There's no top wick, yeah, that's the problem. There's no top wick. So hopefully this candle is gonna make one. I feel like you like documentary more than movies. To be honest, no, because I'm sick of... If I want to watch something, I want to just switch off and enjoy it, not try to study it. Wow, 1 million views, bro. I post 3 videos a day and never get a 1 million views. It's not that you never get it, you haven't got it yet. That's the difference, man. Remember, I've been posting for over 4 years, man. How many years have you been posting for? Tell me right now in chat how many years you've been posting for. 4 years I've been doing content. Right? Every day. No breaks, no holidays, nothing. You have to be committed to the game. This is what I mean. Everyone looks at success now. Oh, he got lucky. It's not lucky, man. It's just it's the same. It's the same concept, you know. What's the difference between a nipple wick and a top wick? Not much difference. Top wick is just a actual wick that you can see. A nipple wick looks like a nipple, you know, like a tiny little top wick. GU pushing? Yeah, but nothing closed below, so how can we get in, right, if nothing closed below? Especially with no top wick on 1 hour, you're still playing with fire here. Ideally, I mean, it would be nice to have that candle closing below. It's tough, man. It's so super tough. I do like it though. It's very tempting. But we have no 15-minute structure. Literally, where your stop loss is going is where the top wick is, right? If you enter break of lows, your stop loss is going where the top wick is. I mean, unless you ran it above structure, but that's going to be shitty to hold all that drawdown. Damn, gold pushed through our zone here, right? Gold pushed through our zone. Actually, we did get the close below the 4-hour support here, right? But this was a very deep close. How big was this? 46 pips. Yeah, right at 30-minute support as well. It's a bit tough. So we'll see if it can create some sort of structure for us. Do you still surf? No, not really, not really. I do want to get back into it, but Dubai is not the best place to surf. When I used to surf, I used to travel to surf, right? I used to travel to go and surf. So yeah, that's why. You know? Used to both do kite surfing and surfing, but not anymore, man. Last time I surfed was over a year ago. Yeah, I should get back into it, but Dubai doesn't have waves. In terms of wind here, you kind of have to, like, I can't kite surf. Like, if you kite surf, you have to go to the beach and spend 3, 4, 5 hours there, because you have to wait for the wind, set up your kite, set up your lines, and just sit there, wait, and you might get a 30-minute session. Someday there's no wind, but it's not viable, man. It's not viable, you know? Tempted to buy GU? I mean, if it close, if it close. Come to Almafi Coast yesterday, 20 knot session. Yeah, but same thing. You're out on the water all day, right? You can't attend to things. You can't attend to things. Which countries did you travel to surf? I traveled to South Africa. I traveled to, I'll tell you for normal surfing. So Maldives, South Africa, Australia. Those are the 3 countries. Mostly Maldives, as it's really close. It's about a 3-hour flight from here. You can stay in a surf shack and just surf the spot. Best place. Best place. And then for kite surfing, Oman. I know it sounds weird, but Oman quite a few times. It has an island called Masira Island. Absolutely insane wind on that island. 30 knot days, flat water, really, really good. And then Mauritius, right? That's the other place I've traveled to kite surf as well, Mauritius. Which city in Australia? On the Gold Coast. Is kite surfing dangerous? Oh man, what you worried about, bro? Where in South Africa? Maybe we can meet? Umhlanga. That's where I went. Anyone right now in chat that can spell Umhlanga in the next 30 seconds, I will give them 1 month free to the exclusive. No one who's from South Africa. That's unfair. No one. Everyone from South Africa is typing now. That's not fair. That's not fair. If you're from South Africa, that's not fair. I like literally first. Yeah, look. Everyone who's from there is typing. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. Look at Claudio. Google said. Wrong, Claudio. Even ChatGPT is wrong. Yes. Not bad, not bad. Mostly guys from there is not. It's fair. It's not fair. If you're from there, you know how to say it. How do I pick now? That's the problem, because people who are from there. To be honest, Razvan was first, man. He was first. 10:25. Razvan was first. Let me say, I think it's wrong though, his spelling. Let's see what the spelling, even I don't know how to spell it. UMHLANGA. See who wrote it first. How did he write it? HLANGA. Damn, Razvan. Razvan was first here. Fine. Razvan will get it. There we go. Exclusive giveaway. Only dwarves covered in chocolate live there? Bro, that's super racist, bro. Nah, man, it's Durban, bro. Durban has some very cool, cool waves. Pronounce it for us. It's spelled different, but it's spelled Umschlange. I mean, it's pronounced Umschlange. Ignored YouTube chat? I didn't. I'm scrolling down on YouTube chat. All people got it wrong. Look. Look at YouTube chat. All wrong. All wrong. The only person who got it right after all of these wrong was probably this guy. Bry. And he looks like that he's probably from South Africa. Project S. Project South Africa. If he wrote SA, then we would know 100%. Yeah, Bry was on point here. Next time we do a giveaway, I will program that Bry gets 10x entries. He gets 10x entries for second place. So next giveaway, Bry gets 10x entries. All right, let's see what's going on. GJ pushing up here. GU closing back in the range. Yeah, classic. So yeah, this is analyzed perfectly, guys. This was analyzed perfectly to tell you guys that we needed a close below this range here, right? Remember, 1 hour is still open to make a top wick as well. I actually did it based on what though? 15 didn't close yet. Based on my analysis? Alright, fair enough. Gold, yes, but gold left rejection wick, guys. Can you relax? Can you relax please on gold? It left rejection wick. Very hard to trade with the rejection wick. Right? We need to be careful. If this candle can close bullish, next one close bearish, maybe. That would be our other entry option. I'm still like, I'm confused between a wick fill and rejection. Well, we're rejecting these highs here, right? So we're rejecting something. If this wick fill was somewhere here, we're not really rejecting too much. This, we're rejecting a zone. If you look at your LTA, where's your LTA, right? Your LTA is this big here, right? So where did we fill in terms of this candle LTA? We filled the candle, right? So to get a wick fill here, we need it not to be rejecting anything, right? Now, if we create 5-minute structure, yeah, that can allow us to trade that. We can maybe look to take sells as well, based on 5-minute structure. Maybe this 5-minute candle closing bearish as well, to trade back towards the lows. Otherwise, it's tough. Give me a sec, I'll go toilet, come back. What's full meaning of LTA? Lobster trading area. This could be a scalp option here. I'm wondering if this is going to make sense here. This is something in NY that would make a lot of sense. London, I don't know how much. Let's see if we can get decent top wick next 5-minute candle. Somewhere back up to these highs. To retest somewhere here. Alright, no top wick is a good start. As always. Solana on Ethereum, I think Ethereum is more established. Ethereum is definitely more established. Yeah, what I'm gonna do here, guys, gonna have a sell stop here, break of these lows. Stop loss I'll put above 5-minute resistance. If it breaks this 5-minute resistance, I'll just delete this order. Or if the 5-minute closes above here, I'll also delete it. Idea of this is to catch the wick fill after 5-minute structure form. This is now going up to grab liquidity. It would have no reason to flip right now, break the lows, retest this. We could use this as aggressive break even, right? It would have no reason to do that. To flip the 15 again, to fill the wick and potentially continue this move down after we have the 30 closing below, right? If this wants to create a higher low, we're going to see what? We're going to see 5-minute close above structure, and then our idea is going to be invalid anyways, but by then we'll be kept safe. You don't mind the weekly? Let me have a look at the weekly. I don't see the weekly. Which weekly? Now, if this 5-minute candle closes bullish, it's going to invalidate our ideas because we have a support on the 5-minute. We would be selling into the retest of support. So if 5-minute close bullish, delete the order. We tried. We have to wait for a next setup. What we could wait for is possible setup 3 on 30-minute. We could wait for setup 3 on 15 minutes, something like that. So we'll see. If this can flip last couple of seconds, it's still possible. So, you know, if not, then obviously we have our answer. And we have to wait for something better. Right, but that was looking good how we had the liquidity grab first up. And then we were trying to flip back down. That's exactly what you want to see when you're trying to take the sells to fill this wick. But like I said, wick is tapping a target here. You can see wick tapped a target. That is why we're seeing that. Yeah, so this 5-minute candle here is closing bullish, so I'm going to wait for something else here. Not going to be taking that order, as I'm going to be waiting for something else close above the range. We have break of structure on 5. I need to wait for something else now. All right, I need to wait for something else. It invalidates the idea right now, so we need to wait for something else. And this goes to show the difference between a wick fill and a rejection wick, right? Like, we knew there was a higher chance of it being a rejection wick, but we kept safe by waiting for 5-minute structure. If you took this trade as a wick fill, now you're sweating because you're in drawdown. Why? Because we're rejecting something. Again, if GU closes below this range, again, it's going to give you opportunity here in 4 minutes. I'm in setup 2 buys on GU. All right. I thought you said you just bought on the lows here for some weird reason. I don't think there's range for setup 2 buys, right? Low risk than setup 2 form, but look at the range, Claudio. You have to look at this condition here. This is different, but look at this setup 2. Fake out, setup 4 back in the range. Clean range candles. Here, you're not clean. Look at the resistances. All resistances back to back. This has been a downtrend. Look at the difference here. Clean. Right? You see the difference of how the candles are formed. Now, it can still work out for sure, but you just need volume. You need it absolutely to be bullish here. In a bullish bias, this would be a lot more higher probability. Right now, we're mixed. where it is right now, it can do two things. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. We know that, right? What's the likelihood of it going up right now? I mean, we have a support formed, right? But if this creates a resistance, it literally is 50-50. If this candle closes where it is right now, it becomes 50-50. Because you have a support and a resistance formed. So then we're just technically stuck inside the range. Every time it tried to go down, it went up higher. Well, we identified this zone. So the difference is that if it closes below the zone, it will be doing what it didn't do every single time. Typical Friday, Harry. Volume already on weekend? No, it shouldn't have negative mindset like that. We've been pushing well. Just the setup didn't trigger us. It's okay for it not to trigger us. We're keeping safe. I'd rather not be triggered than be triggered early and lose the trade. Like, that's the whole reason we have conditions. Like, many people see that, oh, we didn't get in a trade. But realize we actually were protected from drawdown. Like, us waiting for the confirmation just protected us. If it triggered us, then we would have been in the trade. Yeah, of course. You know? Where is that 5-minute support? Let's have a look. Somewhere here. Normally setup 3 with this long rejection wick doesn't work all the time, so we need to be careful with that. Overall bias on GJ is short. Now it's mixed because of the 4-hour closing bullish, but yeah, still higher time frame is more bearish than bullish, definitely. This is good in your favor, it rejecting support like this, Claudio. This looks a lot better when it rejects support like this. You just need now the 30-minute to close bullish, which will lead the 1 hour to flipping. Which will be great, right? That'll give you that push. As long as 1 hour doesn't close below this structure, there's higher probabilities of continuing up. Man, I'm telling you, the probabilities are with me, especially 1 hour no top wick. Not just yet, man. Not just yet. Trust me. It's still trying. There are probabilities to go up. We're in an uptrend here. Yes, I'm not disagreeing with that, but it's not 100% confirmed just yet. You know? There are more probabilities. You could probably argue more things for it. There's more things to argue for it going up, you know. Indeed. I can agree with that. Drawdown is better than waiting? I don't think so. Who prefers drawdown better than waiting? Alright, no top wick on this 15-minute candle here. High chance this is going to make a top wick here, you know, high chance. So I want to see a top wick before doing anything. This on gold's like setup 3, yeah, but now we have this creating higher lows on 5-minute. So it makes it, this is where you get, you know, faked out. Breaks the low, rejects, comes back in the range. I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Make sure you leave a like on stream. We have 312 votes. 312 votes on the scam likes and 239 real likes. So I appreciate you doing the YouTube business. If you're new to the stream, be sure to leave a like. Goal is to get the stream back to 700 viewers. So that is the plan. That is the plan here. So any support is appreciated. You guys know the drill. I have nipple whip on broker. It's just the high lows on 5-minute. No matter if you have nipple wick or not, you have high lows on 5-minute. You have, look at this, Higher low. These are higher lows. Look at it. Remove this rejection wick. Completely different setup. You're selling that straight. No questions asked. No questions asked to sell at break of low. But we need to break this structure here. You know? Or for this 5 minute to close bearish. If this 5 minute close bearish, yeah, you start to have a little bit more probabilities. I just choose one, scam likes or real likes. The whole reason of scam likes is so I don't have to remind people to do the liking. That's the whole reason I do it. Did view goes down? It's summer, man. It's summer. But yeah, we used to have 700 of us. People are just on holiday, I guess. Seeing a buy on oil? Not sure. What's your plan? You know, depends on what oil, Brent, crude. Buy or smell? Smell, then buy. You see what I mean, Tony? Imagine this broke the lows first, though. Higher lows on 5 minutes holding true, right? And remember, we're mixed bias, so we could end up having setup 4 here, right? Back above the 30 minute. If the 30 minute closes back in 30 minute range, you can have close back above. Setup 5 makes sense. Even setup 4 we could even try here, especially with 5 minute structure, right? So it's kind of like a setup 5 as well. But we need to close back in the range. Nothing closed back in the range. This rejected. On crude oil, yeah, we'll have a look at it later. Just concentrating on the charts right now. I thought traders didn't take holidays. People take holidays. Yo, is this actually what's this? This is on your terminal? Yeah, that's a lot of gaps. Might be data feed problem. I'll check on my IC for you. When was my last holiday? Last time I took a holiday was 5 years ago. Yeah, coming to 5 years ago. Yeah, I have some gaps. Not as bad as you though, man. Not as bad at all as you. How is GU doing though? Yeah, it's 50-50 at this point, right? This resistance form, support form. Which one is going to hold is the question. Is the resistance going to hold or is the support going to hold? That's the battle. That's what I was trying to explain to you. You know? As long as it holds the support, it's fine. The support, yeah, of course we want the support for you to hold. But just so you understand the reasoning why I discussed that with you. I mean, you have a close back inside the range, right? So until it leaves the range, you're not wrong. So it makes sense till we leave the range. The question is, what does it want to do in the meantime? It's just a waiting game. This rejection from the support is good though, right? It's showing that, hey, it doesn't like that zone. LTA is small. Yeah, that's why it's a little bit tough. Postpone a Porsche, put all money on GU to make it go up. What if I'm B-booked, bro? Hi, from your experience, why do you think some people watch your stream every day but refuse to give a like? Is it envy? Not sure, man. Some people just feel like they're entitled more than just information. They feel like they joined the stream for me to make them a living, to make them money, and don't understand the value behind everything else. Those type of people, but they end up just leaving anyways at some point, as they realize that, you know, trading is not, you know, especially when we're waiting for setups here, they get impatient after 2-3 days of no trades. I mean, this week has been tough. Been waiting a lot this week. I need to sneeze. I'm in your Discord group. How do you join VIP? To join VIP, you have to wait till the 30th. 30th, we will open the exclusive. For now, just be patient. You can set on your calendar the 30th to remind you. But I'm gonna open this time around 15 spots. What's in the VIP? Everything. Everything is in our, it's our community, it's our exclusive group. It's just, if you want to take your trading to next level, you know, that's what you do, right? That's what you do. You can see information on the website here, but what do we include? We include weekly webinars, live trading rooms, community. We have catered plans. I make plans, I give plans. You get to speak to me on Zooms. We have follow-ups on Zoom, everyone tech support, NY chat room daily, access to exclusive material. It's all here on the website. You can watch this video as well. So I'll put this link for you. What's my main pairs? GU, GJ, and gold. Yes, my main pairs are GU and GJ. I mean GJ and gold, sorry. GU, not really. I just have it as a backup. How long you been streaming? I don't know, guys. Maybe almost 2 years now. Missed the streams for this week. How's the week been? Pretty slow, man. You haven't missed much, man. You haven't missed much. Tried counter trend in the beginning of the week. Took a break-even trade yesterday. Pretty slow, you know. But hopefully we start to get some action. I'm new to your channel. Haven't missed a live in 2 weeks. I want to learn your method, but every trade I take alone is a mistake. Yeah, you need to find out what is the mistake. There's always a reason behind the mistake. GJ is ranging at the moment. Gold looks interesting if we can close above the 30-minute in 4 minutes. Reminding you on that old trade. Send a chart, man. Send a chart. Send a chart and we can have a look. I don't have time to be analyzing everyone's pairs, unfortunately, as I'm concentrating on my own trading. So just send a chart. I'm really happy to look at it and what your analysis is. So if you just send a chart, in the description I explain how to send a chart, or just send it in the free Discord, I'll have a look at it. When's the last time you all held runners? Well, me, I held runners about 3 months ago. Took that 150 pip position on GJ. Is trading your main source of income? Yeah, one of my main sources. Otherwise, I would have no reason to show up here every day. It'd be a bit boring, right? Is gold mixed? Yes, today gold is mixed bias. If you don't get enough profit for the month, what do you fall back on? Yeah, great question. So I built multiple sources of income. So luckily I built a savings as well. So if I don't make enough for the month, I have savings. I did very well in crypto and continue to have a big investment portfolio in crypto. So if I fall short, that's the whole point with trading. Is trading, you're going to make good months, but the months that you do really well will also back up for months that you might be up only 2-3%. So you might be up 2-3%, but then next month you're up 15%. So it kind of equates itself over time. But I would say as a trader, it's also important to have multiple sources of income. So that's what I've done as well. Investments, crypto, obviously running groups, having as well Pip Labs. I mean, that doesn't really pay, I wouldn't consider, but you know, in the future, this will all be backup sources, you know? So that's another thing. And then just general savings, man. You know, you build that over time. I haven't been doing this for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, where it would be tough and I need to be working paycheck to paycheck. Been doing this over years. So that's the difference. Setup 4, yes. If this closes above 30, it would be a setup 4 here. We could look at this here at the opening price. Problem is 1 hour is closing bearish. That's the only thing that makes me a little bit uncomfortable. But we could have a look at this and see if we could scalp it towards the upside, especially if we get a good bottom wick. So yeah, keep an eye on this. I would like a good bottom wick here and then see what damage we could do with a good bottom wick. What do you think about GJ closing below 500? Not really too confident with all these wick rejections, man. I mean, based on 1 hour, you know, you'd have to run like 40 pip stops, but I rather just leave this zone. GJ's been a little bit messy. Are we gonna close above? Oof, we close below, guys. Very important that we close below here. 1 hour as well close below. I'm gonna be cautious here, guys. Be very careful that we close below. Yes, this is pushing right now, but this wasn't my plan here. It wasn't my plan for the 1 hour to close below support, 30-minute as well to close below as well. It was not my plan. See how GJ closed here? GJ as well closed above 500 here, right? So anyways, it closed above 500. So you can't even take this bulk down even if you wanted to, right? There's no other way. And let's see how GU did. Did GU close below our support? Oh, GU did close 1 hour below the support here. 15 closing below the support. This could be interesting here for sells. How's 5-minute looking? Yeah, I might be interested in GU sells with this top wick here. 4 pips stop loss. Have around 3 pips, about 3 pips to the daily support. 4 pips here to the main support here. So we'll see what ends up happening. There's definitely some good volume coming into price. What is bias in trading? Yeah, we can explain this. So having a bias in trading is having a guideline, whether you're looking for buys today's or sells, or what you can do with both buys and sells. If you don't use bias in trading, you're going to be lost. You're going to take buys and sells in random places and end up losing your trades all the time. The way I define bias is by looking at my previous daily candle close, whether that's closing bullish or bearish, and my previous 4-hour candle close. Based on those closes, if they're both closing in the same direction, I can look at that direction. So if they're both closing bearish, I look for sells, both closing bullish, I look for buys. Without daily bias, you're going to be extremely in trouble and end up just keep buying and selling and feel lost. You need to have an overall idea of where the chart wants to go during your session. So it's very important to have bias and make sure to look at how the previous, obviously, 4-hour candle has closed and how the previous daily candle has closed as well. Right? So that's important. Cut. Yes, we can cut that. Yeah, we can clip that. Is that clip worthy? Some questions I see I just like to make clips out of. Like daily bias is a good one. Make a short that you have about session bias. Yeah, that's what I read that question. I'm like, yeah, that's not really something someone talks about a lot. So I'll probably clip that and make that a short. Clip farming, yeah. We can probably clip that. So some pound strength coming into the market right now. We're seeing dollar just remain neutral here. Why don't you consider 1-hour close or 2-hour? Because your session is going to be a 4-hour candle and the daily has showed you what the previous day has done. So it's a complete picture of what yesterday has done to lead you into today. 4-hour is always the candle closing before your session. You have a 4-hour close before New York. You have a 4-hour close before London. So that's leading you for the session. So look at this rejection. We could have anticipated this. We know this because of this closing below. Question is, can we get involved in sells if this ends up rolling over, creating a setup 2? How to know daily bias in trading? I think I just gave a short explanation. But I think you should watch my daily bias video on YouTube for more information, right? 15 close below could give us an entry. Yeah, it's possible. Close below this support here, possible for downside. How do you deal with losses as a trader? Should I clip this as well? Should I clip this as well? I will make a clip of this. This is a good question though. I like this question. I get it a lot. So we can clip this. We can clip. So dealing with losses with a trader, you have to think about it like this. Think about it as a business expense, right? So whenever you open a business, you have expenses, right? Staff, rent, whatever. Whenever you take a loss in trading, it's just another business expense. If your plan was for price to break this high and continue and you end up getting stopped out, That's your plan. You have probabilities based on that. This is a game of probabilities and statistics, and as long as you followed your plan that is proven over time, it's just going to be part of the game. You can't look at it bad. You just have to say, long term, I know that I'm going to be okay. And that's the way to approach taking losses, is it's just a business expense. So that's it. So now we have clips. Make a clip about Signal Trader? No, enough clips, enough clips. How do you deal with paying a bread in your restaurant? Oh, you're saying, yeah, of course, yeah, it's very easy. All right, let's see what we got going on the charts. Even this is nice. If this, how long till this 15-minute candle closes? Because this could be interesting here. 7 minutes. If this closes back above, we will have another close. How to deal with gym section as a trader? No, enough now, enough. That's enough. Enough of clips. Now we'll just let them happen naturally. I won't force making a clip based on questions, but those two questions are good clips, so I had to capitalize on it. Smooth explanation. Did you practice that in front of the mirror? No, actually, I've explained that quite a lot. Man, who's this guy? This is you, Vinny? Let's see, make fun of him. Exposed himself. Very nice, man. Physique is looking skinny. Everyone, this is Vinny. You can see. Nice to meet you. That's his introduction. Skinny Vinny. Now he's being quiet. Poor guy, poor guy, poor guy. I'm trying to find a TikTok video of you. Uh-oh. Why is Tradingview lagging? Hello. Okay. I'm very tempted to buy this 5-minute scalp here. What's this stop loss looking like? 17, 18 pips. I still don't trust it with the 1 hour closing below. I want to see this on my broker. Yeah, I'd even close below on my broker. I think we'll need a 15 here, guys. I think we'll need a 15. But this is juicy, man. This is so tough, guys. This is a situation where this setup with liquidity grab, close above here on 5 is a really good scalp. Like high probability scalp. But what ruins the probability is 15 close below, 1 hour close below as well. I just don't want to get caught in a fake out. So I'll have to follow my plan here and not break it just because of the 5-minute. But damn, this break of high looks really, really good. You know, this, I just have to, I guess I have to follow my plan here, because my plan says if something doesn't close back above the zone on 30 or 15, I can't take this. So that's what I can do. But I tell you what, it does look good. See if my my discipline is gonna be all right. Don't trust it? No. Because it doesn't follow my plan, so I can't trust it. Even though it looks juicy, right, with the liquidity grab. Look how clean these candles here. I should stop talking myself into it. Whole chat just entered buys? No, wait for me. Listen to what I'm saying. I mean, it could work, but I have to follow my plan here. 3 minutes for the 15-minute close. We could get something on the 15, because at least that would follow my plan with a 15-minute closing above, right? Otherwise, I'll have to just watch this painfully. Painfully push like I predicted it to do so. This is a juicy setup. Very true. Traders tend to talk themselves into trades. That's a great point. Yeah, even if this plays out with the 1 hour closing below, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I've been caught out so many times on gold doing that. But this 5 minute has very high probability. As you can see, I mean, maybe I could have been risky and say go to break even the minute it pushes. But again, you know, what if it just goes straight in drawdown? You're crying now. You know, you're crying. But once 15-minute closes in, we start to have options. So I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, GU rejecting here as well. How did 15 close? Yeah, 15 still, 30 minutes is still open to flip here. Problem is now stop loss is a lot bigger. Stop loss is now 6 pips here. $15-minute has high chance to close in the range. Why is everything not going down if everything's bearish on what? On gold? We're mixed bias on gold. How did gold close? So 15 is closing back in the range. 5 minute did end up closing bearish here. Interesting. So sticking to my plan, I guess, was right. Even though it only gave a 6-7 pip push. But you can't guarantee that, right? You can't guarantee that. So now a little 5 close above and we're ready. This will be ready to go. If not, also we can sell today, guys, if this 15-minute closes bearish. So there are options. We just have to wait here a little bit. See how GU closed. So GU closed back in the range. No top wick on this 15. Would like to see a top wick. Based on 1 hour. Could even base this trade on a 1 hour break of structure. You get your 1-to-1. See if gold can give us a 5-minute close above. GJ looking to test 198. Yeah, it's looking to test that, you know. You still have no closes. You can't really enter off this rob. I mean, it's not a candle you can do much with. Bro, the live stream is delayed in real life. You will have only slight delay. That's just from YouTube. That's why during the stream I have Zoom. The reason we run Zoom is so that there's guaranteed no delay there. So make sure you're listening to plans, right? Today's Friday. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Not risking much today. I see a pattern in me losing on Friday. Right, so no 5 close above here, right? Very important. How to join Zoom? Be part of the exclusive group. That would be your easiest way and the only way. Geo is chopping here. What are you doing, Claudio, with your position in this? Oh, he left the charts. He's checking. If it's dumped through the screen. Look. Oh shit, Claudio, look, look, look. He came on camera, guys. You had to see it. You had to see it. Five-minute looking like it wants to close above. This could be a scalp option, guys. Here, quick scalp option. 14 pip stop loss. Yeah, if we can make a bottom wick, maybe a scalp option. Oh, never mind, never mind. Still did close above, but I don't like that last minute rejection. Interesting here. Interesting here. I do like the bottom wick we're currently making. Let's have a look here. We did close above. 13 pip stop loss. See if we can get a scalp. Let's see what happens here. I want to be careful with this zone. Yeah, it's a nasty zone, huh? Good, I'm being patient here. No. I would tell you guys if I'm in. I'm being patient here. Trying to look for something specific I want to see. Which was going to be break of this 1 minute high, actually. Because we grab liquidity, which is exactly what I need to see, and then we break 1 minute high, which would be good. But now, we have been saved and avoided another potential loss. There's a 4-hour resistance. Yeah, there's a small 4-hour resistance back there. We have not reacted off it before, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Tricky markets this week. Yeah, timing. Look how important timing is this, you know, these past few days. Have to be really clinical with timing. This would be a valid scalp here, rebreak of this high here, but I don't know how much I want to risk on a Friday like this for a risky scalp. Does look good. Does look good. But I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna wait. Gonna wait for this 5-minute to close here. Maybe take a break of this high, which would be the 30-minute high as well. Rebreak of its own high, rebreak of 15, double 5-minute candle close. If I'm gonna scalp, I'm gonna do it with that. Yeah, let's have a look at this 23 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a very low risk shot break of this high, guys. Very, very low risk, just for a Friday here, little scalp. See if we can push up a little bit higher here. Grab a little bit of a pop. That's what I'm gonna look for. Might be fast when it breaks the high, so I have to be really cautious here. Be locked in. Alright, got triggered on that. Yeah, that broke it fast. Like I said, stop loss gonna be somewhere here. TB gonna be there. Should be the 15-minute dose. So around 16 pips. Yeah, nice. Let's see how it goes. Kind of want to pop right now. That's what I'm expecting, a pop right now. Yeah, that's not ideal scenario. Problem is next 30-minute open, right? Next 30-minute open, we might have a steep bottom wick here. That's the only thing that worries me here, is steep bottom wick on 30-minute open. Not last 9 seconds, dump Mr. Gold. This is the bottom wick being made here on the 30-minute. Yeah, we need to survive this bottom wick. This is our last line of support, is going to be somewhere here. See what this is on lower time frame. Yeah, this area here. So we need to survive that area. Yeah, 1 minute retested the 5-minute high here, right? We rejected from the 5-minute high. Yeah, not good, not good. Came fast, that candle. See how this 1 minute, oh man, why FU candle, man? We don't need the FU candle. That's not what we need right now in a FU candle. Yeah, unlucky with this FU candle. No volume here. FU candle might hit stop loss. Stop loss is below 15. Yeah, coming close to my stop loss here. Oh, we might survive. I didn't hit stop on broker. Look. Where's my chart? That's on broker. Didn't hit stop on broker. So we'll see. It's not looking promising. Still surviving it. Can we reject? Can we reject? No. Okay, out of that. Unlucky, but I went very low risk, guys. I went very low risk. Yeah, a bit of a losing streak. Yeah, that was unlucky there. Yeah, I'm not getting... But I went very low risk, guys, because of the scalp, but it's just been tough. Yeah, that's very unlucky. Very bad week? Yeah, bad week for me. Bad week for me here. But that's why I reduced risk here. I'm surprised the 30-minute couldn't give us continuation. I wonder why it stopped right there. Hey Harry, do you think there was a possibility that was a forced trade? We did get the close back. We then did break the 15-minute highs, right? So if we're gonna go mixed bias with 4-hour creating support, I'd expect that to give us the continuation, right? I'd expect that to give us the continuation. And then we waited for triple 5-minute structure. You see that? So we had 5-minute close above here, higher low, and then we closed above the zone, and then we went break of 30-minute high. It's just, of course, that has to be the top because it's kind of been the week that it's been for me, right? It's kind of been this type of week for me where I'm just, nothing I can do seems to be on track, you know? Iris 0.4, yeah, Iris 0.25 actually. Nothing on this. It was just a small scalp end of week. I lost 280 bucks only on this. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'd say it's 3 point with commission 0.3%, you know. Iris 1%, I don't minimize risk. You have to on a scalp. We know this is a risky scalp. Very silly not to manage risk, right? Otherwise, don't take the position, right? That's the way I would do it. So if you're not going to minimize risk, don't take the position because it's a scalp. Now, if it's a normal position, yeah, by all means, go ahead and do it. Yeah, a little bit annoyed with that one, to be honest. I didn't need that last day of the week. I had some good plans for today. It's kind of ruined my day, unfortunately. But it's okay. FU candle always seems to be the way. We missed buy on GJ. Yeah, I guess we did, right? But I don't see buying into resistance being valuable here. 30-minute close above, yeah, great. But stop loss here would have kind of put me off. 60 pip stop loss. 60 pip stop loss, not really going to be the best scenario here. But I know this is part of the game. I'm just happy I risked less on this. Would have been really bad if I went full risk on this. I think that would have ruined my week. But it's very important to manage risk. I know it seems shitty to lose, but realistically understand that managing risk is super important. You know? But yeah, that 1 hour I guess played true. I'm only taking A+ setup, setup 1 or thunderstorm. We have required confirmation, teaching me a lot of patience. Yeah, I mean, for me, this was also a good setup. 15-minute close back in the range. How many, like, I'm trying to replicate this move here, right? The difference with this, never broke the high. Here we broke the high. So I'm trying to replicate, okay. You know? Why don't you take a good trade anymore? I can trade better than that. It's a joke. I know it seems bad, but realize in the big picture, it's only been 2 losses, right? It's not gonna be something bad. I know it seems bad. I know I do take good trades. You have to understand. It's just been a week. You know, it's been a week. I'm allowed to make mistakes here, and I know my strategy over time is gonna be fine. You know, I know how this game works. And you know, this is how it is, man. This is how it is. You know, so realize it might seem shitty now. It might seem shitty, but long term, you know, relax. So 2 losses has removed my win rate by 3%. 2 losses. So we taken about 8 wins, and in 2 losses it removes your win rate by 8%. So don't focus too much on win rate. Harry, you look angry. I'm just annoyed at this week. You know, it's not easy, right? It's not easy to show up to the charts every day and to try my best at the charts, and you know, you know, have to deal with everything around it as well. You know, it's not you know, the most enjoyable thing. I'll tell you that much. You know, but I just have to stick with it because it's a long time since I've had this, over a year, to be honest. Last time I took 2 losses in a row. I've never ever taken 2 losses in a row like this on stream. Last one was very heavily managed, -5 pips, and this was about 5 months ago. 5 months ago, this is the last time that happened to me. I've never had that before. And then the last time it happened was in January here. You know? Losses are part of trading. Yeah, I'm total normal with it, but you have to understand that it's annoying when you try to perform so high. You know, you have high perform expectations. You know, You accidentally told us your trading balance? What did I say? And if I've told it, then it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's okay. But I don't think I've said anything. Why did I take opposite of the trend? Yeah, I was expecting price to just retest this zone, because we retested, fill the LTA, and flip the 4-hour bullish like this and continue. We've had very heavy selling. We've had over the last few days 690 pip worth of selling. So I was expecting that price, after making the liquidity grab, retesting support, we were gonna flip up bullish here. You said the percentage risk and the total amount makes it to calculate total. Yeah, but remember, my risk percent is based on a number. It's not based on account size. I percent. So 1% risk for me is $1,000. 1.5% risk is 1,500. 0.25 is like I said, 280. I lost around. So 0.3 I put it in the journal, right? Just to give the worst number, right? As I want to be more on the worst side of things, you know. Hi, I need help. My dad let me trade and he thinks losses are bad. How do I tell him it's part of the game? Tell him that if losses are bad, then tell him that never pay an expense in his life again. Because if losses are bad, then obviously you're losing when you pay for your house. You're losing when you pay for food. The whole reason you pay for food is so you can eat. The whole reason you risk money in the market is so you can make money. Right? That's the whole idea behind it. That's the whole idea behind it. Actually curious, how did your parents react? They knew I was in crypto. It's a complicated story, but they knew I was in crypto, and they didn't ask anything. They didn't ask anything. They trusted. You know, and once I turned around and, you know, started paying for things, they kind of knew what's going on. I don't discuss money with them, how much I make and stuff like that. I just try support more because it's never enough. My duty is to serve everyone around me and my parents and to make them happy. And I'm never satisfied, you know, until they've done so much for me. I have nothing that I can do to repay them. So I have to sacrifice as much as possible to make sure that, because there's nothing you can do to repay your parents, nothing in the world you could imagine. So you have to, like, I don't talk about it because they might say, oh, that's really good, you're doing well. It's not good, you know. In the big picture, you're nobody. Just yesterday I was speaking in the gym with one of my investor friends, and he was telling me about an investment worth 400,000. He's like, if you have the cash, consider it. 400,000 supposed to pull out within a month, you know. It's like, come on, you know, there's levels to this shit, and you have to keep on scaling. So I don't let anyone tell me that what I'm doing is acceptable, because I just look forward, right? I look forward, regardless of progression, money. I'm not pissed about the money because I've made tons of money over the last few months. It's okay in terms of capital here, right? But I'm pissed because of performance. That's why I'm upset. I'm a very high performing individual and I want to perform well. You know, I mean, it's just a slow process here. It's a slow process because these two losses here, add them together, right? 22 minus 16, you know, what is that? 38, right? Okay, it reversed these two trades, right? But it's still profitable, you know, and that's what matters for me, is that, you know, that's how it is. You know, I told him I have money in the bank. He said, you know, it's useless. Stop keeping your money in the bank. But, you know, which is true. It is true. If you save $650, right? If you save $650, it will take you 130 years or something, 127 years before you become a millionaire, right? Saving $650 a month. If you invest $650 a month, it will take you and also invest with 10% return per year. You will do what? You will be a millionaire in 7 years. Can you believe that? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, I think if you invest, it's either a week or a month, because it compounds, right? Do the math with compounding. It's something like that. I would have to do it with a calculator. it would be 27 years. 27 years investing $650 a month will make you $1 million. 27 years. Right? But imagine, if you just save $650 a month, it will take you 120 years, something like that. Yeah, I missed the setup 2 cells here. This is quite nice. Yeah. Why not fund your current live account with cash? Is it about emotional recall? No, it's about keeping that amount of cash in a brokerage offshore. Yeah, nice setup 2 cells. I wish I saw that. With the 1 hour close below. 5-minute change of structure. We closed above key level, right? 70. Yeah, 70 is all the way back here. Yeah. What did we reject? I swear, it's literally rejecting. I have no idea what. Four hour? There's no 4 hour there. It was above 4 hour. Entry was well above 4 hour. Let's mark this one, the one lower, or where? All right. Closed above, right? That's the whole reason I took it. Close above and break of high. Wanda is not okay. Fine, then we do broker. Could this be my inconsistency? Change of charts. Let's see. If it closed above, yeah, it didn't close above on my broker. Yeah, I just saw no reaction from that zone 1, 2, 3 times, you know. Even yesterday, closed above, then got below easily, then went back above, then got below. Triple LTA. Triple LTA is very high probability zone to trade in. I still believe I'm right. Would you take it again? You mean in the future? Yeah, I would take it again in the future. No problem about that. Take it again right now. Stop loss would have to go below 15. I mean, look at it playing out. It's just shitty that it's playing out right now. This would be basically back at our entry. Entry was here, yeah, almost. Yeah. Come on, man, that's dirty. I stayed in the trade. I don't think that's good risk management. Regardless of what it's doing right now, where are you going to lose the trade? You're just going to blow your whole account? Bro, GU? Yeah, man, congrats. This is amazing for you. Really well done, Claudio. Amazing work. Look at this. This is amazing for you. Right? 2 winning trades here for you, right? Straight push back towards support. First one was luck. No, man. God's on your side, brother. All the luck you have. Yeah, similar impulsive move retracement. Same thing here as well, right? This one as well. Oops. Have a great day, you too, man. Yeah, look at gold here, guys, right? This is the move we were expecting when we took it. Gold has no pullbacks. Look at 1 minute. So if you put stops, you have to put stops below structure, right? Because it can literally pull back to anywhere in here and still be good. They're watching your trade? No, no one's watching my trade. It's just timing. I mean, this is just something that you guys are gonna see transparently. Here is the luck of timing here, right? I did nothing wrong. I know it sounds pretty crazy, but this actually makes me feel super good to see this happen. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I feel super good to see this happen. Because this shows that I was completely right. My whole analysis here was right. Everyone expected this to go down. Which way are we going? Write in chat, which way are we going? We are flying up right now, straight to TP. I just got unlucky with a big liquidity grab here. So I want everyone to realize that, you know? Yeah, I know that, again, 50% and there's only 200 of us in here watching. You know, they won't be able to see that. But that's what matters, that people learn from this. You know? Right? People learn from this. And to be honest, I felt worse when price was down here than when price is now back up here. Because I know that if I replicate this over time, my analysis is right. I can't control an FU candle like this. Every time I've lost has been an FU candle. If you go back and watch every loss, let's see this loss. Okay, that was unfortunate. That was another liquidity grab. This was my bad stop loss placement. That was actually a mistake, that loss. Let's go see this loss here. Guaranteed FU candle. Yeah, FU candle. Same setup for trade. So I just put a note here. Just need wider stop loss? Yeah, need no stop loss. Now I understand Donvo, yeah, but the problem is with that is you have to risk 10% then, because he closed at 10 pips. So for it to make sense, you need to risk 10%, then it makes sense. Why don't you increase size of SL? Risk to reward, because I'm risking what I want to gain, right? So I don't want to over risk. I don't want to over risk. Bad timing, should have waited for 30-minute closure and bottom wick. Potentially, yes, fine. But 30-minute close, there's no way I would have re-entered this. No bottom wick anyways, right? So I would have just seen this gone. There's always things you could have done. I could have, would have, should have. But with double 5-minute structure, this thing looked primed and ready to go. You know? And look, this trade would have been a nice, easy 18 pips already. And our stop loss in that trade was 14 pips. Already very, very good, you know, risk to reward. Quit looking at the 5-minute. Yes, Sasquatch, it might look like I'm just looking at the 5-minute, but realize the trade was based on higher time frame. Most of you guys were saying price was going to go down. What I saw differently than you is that price was rejecting off these lows after retesting the bottom of the range. It closed bullish on the 30-minute. The next 30-minute candle closed back in the range. So once the 30-minute candle closed back in the range, our entry plan was actually breaking that high, with also the 15-minute candle closing back in the range. 15-minute then broke the high. I waited for double structure on the 5-minute. 5-minute close above, 5-minute close above, break of high, boom, entry. And you can see the plan play out, right? So that's how it works. You know, that's how it works. So that's what I saw differently than maybe you looking for sells, or maybe thinking that I'm just basing my trade off 5-minute. Realize I wasn't just basing my trade off 5-minute, was basing it off a higher time frame as well here. Entry was just taken on 5-minute. Lorenzo had similar situation 2 days ago, followed his setup and bias. SL was hit, there was liquidity grab, and he re-entered and ended up making something like 150 pips. No, that's great. That's great. That's great to hear. Was he using tight stop loss, or was he using a wide stop loss for that to be happen? Because maybe if he was using like a 20-30 pip stop loss, it makes sense, because maybe that's a trend we're seeing in gold recently, is the small stop losses giving that. Or was he using a wide stop loss? It was pretty wide, I'd say. Oh, then that's just unlucky, I guess, right? What was it, like 50 pips or something? Even 50 pips sometimes in NY can be less, you know? 100 pip stop loss sometimes when you're looking at bigger, higher time frame positions can be okay. You know, that's all right. Yeah, how I re-enter this, man. One hour is my TP. Yeah, it would have hit TP this. I would have secured anyways, just based on it being, I would secure at this 5-minute res. This one here. Harry, can you explain when I should add another entry in trades, or is that not advice? I don't like it, you know. Why is that? Why is what? About the adding, or is about the TP? Why I don't like to add? Because think about it. When we're taking positions, we're taking scalping positions, right? It's very hard to add into a scalping position when adding might only give you a small amount of pips, right? Anyways, guys, this is pushed towards my target here, unfortunately. Good thing that it did play out, makes me confident about my analysis, which is more important than me, for me. Unfortunate with the result of the trade. It's just been a bit of a rough week for me, but it's only 2 losses, so it's not that rough, to be honest, if I'm being honest. I know people who take 2 losses in a single session. I've taken 2 losses in a whole week. It's just been slow, you know, and I'll get it. A lot of people will hate on me for this, but guess what? I'm still gonna show up. I'm still gonna do what I do because it works long term. And if anything, guys, if anything, the mindset you should have is to learn from my mistakes here. Not mistakes, but learn from what I do in a period. How do I feel? How do I deal with it? And more importantly, how do I move on from here? I think that is going to be more important and a valuable lesson. So there's always something to take away, even if I have to sacrifice $1,000 or so to show that lesson. But no, I would have taken it myself anyway, so nothing to worry about that. And yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you all, and hopefully you guys do show up, because you know this is not respective of my long-term results, but I understand if you guys don't enjoy it, so that's respectable as well. But I'll build back up, and I appreciate everyone. Take care, have an amazing weekend. New York session is still there. I'm still gonna trade New York session, so keep an eye out for the setups in New York session. We could recover my week. Very possible. So yeah, appreciate everyone. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys. Take care all.